Right, let's see. I got my reverse waterfall going here. That's a problem for another day. Random dude, I don't know. What's going on? This is a good name you got there. Oh, you like my reverse waterfall here? I can't figure out how to make the water go the other way. It's quite the conundrum. But I know it's possible. And Nick, what's going on, Nick? You also can see my reverse waterfall. And you might be thinking, well, duh, just rotate it. Well, so here's the thing. It's at an angle, and I'll tell you why it's at an angle. Because if I straighten it, you get this. Now that ain't a good waterfall. I mean, I guess it could be like a super fast waterfall. But if you tilt it, it goes up. Tilt it forward, it goes down. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Too much water. 6 out of 10. I don't know. Well, I was going to say I don't know how IGN's still in business, but anything's possible. I was going to say, I know it's possible, because I went and downloaded one, this massive one, and they somehow got it. They got it working. See? Oh, actually, you know what? I bet I know what they did. That's not... That's still water. Yeah, and it is also... Okay, so never mind. They didn't do it. Alright. I may have to poke the devs about that one. Like, hey, man. Your water ain't right. Starting out with the water level in the game? Well, no. We're actually not starting out with the water. It's just where the camera was when I started it. We're actually going to go make something a little simpler. Well, we'll use this. There you go. Fun fact, though. Speaking of water levels, I watched, what is it? Terminal Montage. You ever watch that guy? This stuff's hilarious. It's the animated stuff. He had the water temple one today, and man, brought back some memories. Now, I had an idea when I fired this up, something I was going to make, and I forgot what it was. I think I was going to make like some sword and shield walls, maybe like a blacksmith, a couple barrels full of swords and junk. But really what I'm going to do, so like, here's all your objects and stuff you have in here. You can make your own, like you saw me bring in that huge waterfall assembly. And then you can, these aren't mine. This one's mine. This table's mine that I made. I made that. Y'all saw that in the video. But then you can shoot them up to the workshop, the Steam workshop, so other people can use them. Like I grabbed these ones. It's pretty neat. I'll get a D10 out and see what random location we get. Oh, well, like I said, we ain't making a whole map. We're just making some objects, so I think we'll just start with some smithy supplies, like a barrel full of swords. How about that? We'll start easy. So, we're just hanging out tonight, man. We ain't trying to be too productive. Just, you know, when the devs wake up. So, like, the devs are all in Greece. Not all of them, but most of them are in Greece. So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 or something over there now. So if I had started earlier, we could have just flooded the workshop with like 100 different things. And they'd been like, what the heck happened? We ain't gonna do all that, though. I don't even know what I'd make. Alright, so what do we got? That's kind of a fancy looking sword. Demon Gem in here? That looks like that sword he's got. Inviting Mountain of Knowledge. Wonder what that'll look like. Oh. I mean, we can make a mountain. We'll just, there you go. There's your mountain. I'm done. Alright, let me go back to swords. Also, how's that music? It's loud for me, but I'm looking at the levels over here, and it looks like it's appropriate. There's just a bunch of what, rapiers right there? Yeah, we can't put those in the barrel. I mean, I guess we could. Be a little weird looking. Not inviting or knowledgeable. No, it's pointy. Got an orc sword. That's not gonna work. I got a demon sword. Man, that thing's wicked looking. What's the Wii Sports music? Oh, here's some regular swords. Ah, okay. These are more what I'm looking for. These are a little fancy. Is this something just gonna be at a smith, like wholesale, you know? Ooh. I like that one even better. That's more simple. That's slightly different. Ooh, that's a fancy one right there. Look at all these weapons. Okay. I like these guys right here. They seem long. Cause like, let's see, right? Oh, hey, he's so big. Oh, that's right. Okay, all right. I was thinking these looked a little big, or yeah, but I guess they're kind of small. Gotta get my dude for scale over there. How do I get your sword? Cool looking thing with a jewel on the bottom. We might need a smaller barrel. Who needs a sword when you got a big stick? Big stick energy. Big stick. Okay, so these swords are like large, and then these ones are okay. We can work with this. Maybe what kind of crates we got? Let's have a crate. We could do something like that. I don't think that wouldn't make sense at a smith shop. That's a little fancy for that. This one looks good. Y'all can't. Yeah, the mouse shows up for y'all. Ooh, that might be even better. Oh, Glee just won Balatro. Good lord, I just left her and she was just starting. She must have smoked that one. Let's see, I need to have this chat open. Where is it? Voice chat and stream. There we go. Alright, back in we go. So, I kind of like this one. What is this made out of? Is that like rope or something? I think I'll use this one. And then how I don't know how good that's gonna look if we scale it down is the thing. But the wood be so thin it don't make sense. I think that is alright. Okay. But the thing is, if we do this. Whee! Yeah, man, these swords are like small. You just have a whole bunch of them in there. It'd be like the military dude, Smith. Like he's just making these hand over fist. I don't know. I guess we could put multiple things in here. I don't dig it. Let's see. How do we turn off? The grid. There's a button somewhere. G. There we go. Doop doop. There we go. I don't need no grid. When does a small sword become a dagger? You know, I really wish Demon Jim was in here. I feel like he would know the answer to that. I know some swords you would think are swords, but are actually daggers. I don't like this crate. I feel like it's too big. And the barrel's so big. These will drown in there. I mean, granted, I could just make it a little smaller. But then, do they make barrels that small? That's the question. I really wish. Y'all seen that game Balatro with the poker cards? Little roguelite deck builder with poker cards. I almost like it. It's just too random for me. And a lot of people have been arguing like, oh no, it's not too much RNG, you just gotta know what to do, blah blah blah. It's like, nah, no. It's RNG. Last card game I saw was a civilization builder. Like Civilization 4, 5, and 6, they have their own card game. I mean, I guess you could, because it's just a turn-based game, isn't it? That might lend itself well to it. Gonna be so many swords in here. Hasn't played it at all. Played the Civ games. So I have Civilization 5, I think. And I keep hearing they're great. And it's like, I don't know, man. I'd like to be able to get into it, but I'm super bad at turn-based games. I feel like I have confessed that before. Particularly around the time Baldur's Gate came out. Because it do be turn-based. And I do be bad at it. And hate it. Hated it for quite a few reasons other than being turn-based. Still. Probably should have started off building something a little more exciting than a barrel of swords. I don't like the way this one looks. We're gonna straighten him out. Straighten him out and make him fly right. And he's also in the ground. Oop. You need to lean a bit more. There you go. Alright. So this is as low as I can get my camera. I'm trying to check out these handles here. Not that anybody playing is going to be looking this close, but I know it's there. Yeah, that one's too fancy. We don't want that one. We want these basic hilts and handles. This seems like Minecraft, but with less pixels. Less pixels? This has got infinitely more pixels than Minecraft. Just don't tell Parker I said that. He might get upset. I don't know if Parker can get upset. I take that back. I think he can. It just takes a bit. Or you gotta get just the right thing to get him upset. I feel like if he came after one of his friends, he'd get pretty upset. Alright. Those swords are running into each other, are they? Is he Canadian? Yes! He actually is. He is. I'm pretty sure he could get... Actually, if he's anything like his brother, yeah, he could get into a good bar brawl of sorts. I seen a picture of him. Took some knuckle dusters to the face. That was pretty gnarly. Also, don't Canadians have, like, world's most elite sniper unit or something? That you just do not expect? Guess that's why they, you know, they don't ever go to war. They shoot everybody there before they know what's going on. Alright. Bucket of swords. We're getting kind of crowded. It looks like there's a bunch more room, but blades would be going through each other. Like that. So let's do this. Oh dear. Perfect. Alright, I think we'll just call that one there. It takes a long time to make a sword. You know, if you want to be realistic. Is that the... that copied it. I don't want to copy it. I want to make a group. Save. Alright. Bucket o' swords. I guess we'll call it. We'll call it what it really is. Barrel of swords. Cheap. Cheap swords. That would be in fantasy. Swords. Barrel. Smithing. Forge. Smithy. Storage. Container. What else for a tag? That's it. Barrel full of cheaper made swords. Let's take it over here. Oop. I'm gonna get a good picture of it. Oop. I wish I could zoom in more. Alright. There's a bucket of swords. Now, let's do a little wall hanging thing. Welcome to the sword bucket smithy where your bucket and sword needs. That's right. Cutting board. Can we make that huge without it looking wonky? Probably not. Oh, well, I stand corrected. Okay. Alright, shoot. That looks like you could hang something on that, right? Knight for scale. I could tone that down a little bit. Alright. So, can I just bring this over here? Will I regret doing this? There. Okay, so do I want like a nicer board? Technically, you could use a floor piece. And hang it on that. You could move it up and everything. A little... Sword in the stone. That is a good idea. Let's make a sword in the stone. I feel like that's pretty easy. That's like 2 assets. Alright. That's kind of a cool rock, right? Could put it right in the center of that one. Maybe a little smaller. Kinda liked it when it was leaning. This looks like a nice Excalibur, right? The devs sleep? Well, maybe. Look at there. Sword in the stone. I only have like a helmet. Have any bones? A skull next to it. Can we make an arm? Do the lady in the lake thing? Holding the sword? Nope. There you go. Revolver in the stone. Anyone that pulls it dies. Also, hello Lego. How goes? Oh, I kind of like the sword in the stone here. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's just 2 stinking assets, but... Oops. The Glock on the rock. You know what? Do we? Alright, hang on. What kind of... Okay, we got revolvers and then this thing. We could put it in a rock and call it a Glock on a rock. Just got off work? Dude, it's 8:30. What are you doing working so late? On a Sunday? I feel like we could dress up around this or something. Some flowers or something. Maybe. See what? We'll save. Well, we won't save. We will make this a group, and then we'll make another group around it. That way, if they want to just the stone and the sword, they can split the group and take it. It's 9:30. You're over in Florida. Maybe on top of an anvil? You know, I feel like if we have the tie inept, I feel like we could have a Glock and a rock, right? I didn't make this. Somebody else did that and put it on the workshop. So it looks like some stuff's missing back here. Still pretty great, though. Where's my scale? That's a big sword. Put some mushrooms around it. That mushroom. 10 hours a day. You know, a long time ago, I worked in a call center. And I did 10-hour shifts, and it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And everybody was like, isn't that an awful shift? And I was like, no, it's great. I have Thursday and Friday off while everybody else is at work, and I can do all my errands because I'm off when things are open. And then Saturday, when everything's closed and everybody wants to go out and spend money, I'm at work. It's great. And then I have Sunday off. So 3 days off a week. It's pretty great. I miss that schedule. Alright. So I think let's put some little rocks around it. Little rocks like this. Very, very small. Whoop. Does it need... It may not need other rocks. Maybe I just need lens. Only thing, I only have 3 that look like that. If I use these other ones, I'm gonna stand out. That would have been a good one. Oh, that is a big rock. Holy moly. Put the sword way up here. Sword in a mountain. Oh yeah, so that particular rock right there is what I made this out of, which stacks up and becomes the furnace. Wednesday through Friday. Hey, even better. Look at you. You get 3 weekdays off. Maybe that is the inviting part of the mountain of knowledge. Might be. Alright. You can make like a path up to this or something. What do we got for flowers? Wow, not much. Got a bush. And like a couple individual ones. Well, that ain't great. You got this weird stuff going on. Alien flowers. Whoa. What about... Yeah, really? That's all we got for flowers? Mushrooms. We got alien things and just these mushrooms. Well... That's a little lackluster. I want my flowers. Maybe these? Oh, we could have this in the middle of some water. Hold up. I always forget how this part works. I'm gonna make this harder than it needs to be. Floor. So I can put some water down, and I don't even think I have to make multiple tiles. I can just... Okay. See, this is... There's floor, and then there's something else. Structures? Aha! There we go. That... Yeah, see, that doesn't like stretch it. Or it doesn't look like it's been stretched. The texture just keeps going. Very, very nice. Yeah. So we can put that there. I don't really want it to look that deep. What if we do... It looks pretty deep, no? Because we don't have, like, weeds. We don't have weeds. Like what are those things called? Cattails? Cat-o'-nine tails? Whatever you see around the water. Look like corn dogs. And then people bite into them and have instant regret. I mean, I guess you could do... something like that. If you really wanted to. Cattails, yeah. Yeah. So we could have like little doodaddies like that. Excuse me. And then maybe, you know, slightly less giant things. Oop. Kind of poking out of the water. What if we had... Let me scoot this out a little bit. What if we could make like a stone pathway? Ha. Whoop. Oh, a little lopsided. We gotta have that convenient stone pathway. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. No, I don't like it. I liked it when it was just this guy. My extra rock right there. We are gonna make a Glock and a rock though. Cause that's too good to pass up. We put it in the side of this thing. Vibrant Forest of Souls. That sounds intimidating. Glock and a rock. There you go. We can dress this one up a bit. Lego, if you don't think this is going up to the workshop, I've got news for you. It's going. Need to be a little more centered. So stupid. Is that the same tree? I grabbed the same one? Nah, different. Alien mushrooms. Of course, you know, we gotta give it a little flavor text too, right? Actually, where's dude for scale? That is a very big Glock. Okay. That looks a little more appropriate. Good. How many trees to make a forest? Well, that's a good question. What does classify a forest? Alright, now, I feel like we could take these guys and we could 100% have them crawling up the thing here. Oh yes. Oh no. Kind of running into it, aren't they? Alright. A little too wide for that. We could do one by one if we wanted to. I need... So I could put something glowing over here. Things they don't teach you in Dungeon Master School. Poison gas. Blah. Fog cube. Boop, boop. Hey, we could have a... Oh! Got some weird effects going over here with the Glock and Rock. Ooh. Yeah, we could have like some little torches or something. Okay. It's supposed to be... I mean, it's like this futuristic Glock, right? And it's got these weird alien mushrooms. But... a little fantasy to it, you know? A little something. An alien fern. Yeah, that said small. Oh, no, it didn't. I thought it did. Which way to the giant squirrel's home? Oh, no. That's a secret. What am I looking for? Oh, I like the lamp. It's very bright. But it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I need it like coming out of the rock. Those set on something. Ooh. These are also... Ooh. You know what? These could be coming out of there. Again, kind of bright. Glowing things to get the player's attention, you know it. Keep them distracted so they don't figure out I didn't plan anything. What if I just type glow? Oh. Some ruins. Alright. These, yeah, that also glows. And rotates. Just on its own. Okay, what about... Well, shucks. Really not. Whoa. Big torch. Okay. Could make this work. Let's slide y'all back a little bit. Ah. Actually, let's put the flame on there first. Oh yeah. Fabled clock and rock. Where's the yellow paint? You've been busy for 30 minutes trying to eat this mutated rock and another hour pulling on a sword that could never be freed. The first campaign we did, one of the last quests they went on before the BBEG, they actually got to pull Excalibur out of the stone. This guy had a book. Our paladin had bought this book at the very beginning of the campaign, and it was missing a chapter. And then he checked it like halfway through the campaign and realized that the book had rewritten itself, and it rewrote itself with all of their adventures, and that at some point it actually wrote ahead. And that's where they knew to go on his quest, and it was very fairy tale-ish. His quest was, you know, dragons and castles and stuff. It was fun. Have a sign may cause explosion. Alright, I think I'm going to put more rocks around. Just so it looks a little different. And not like a standard stock rock I didn't do anything with. Little shell. Ooh, I can put little shells and junk on it. Stuff's growing. I am so smart. I can see the strongest teammate lifting the rock and then all saying pew pew. Pull the gun, but the gun won't come out of the rock, and he just uses the whole rock. Hits people with it. Alright. Let's get some more goofy plants going on here. Is that the same thing? It doesn't name them. I feel like that might catch on fire that close to the torch. We can have a big tree. Ain't no shame. And some right here. The bones. Good thing I don't have this. The Dez would wake up to a fully functioning set of medieval town one day, a castle the next, and eventually half the Dragon Coast. Actually, they'd probably appreciate it if you did all that. Standing skeleton. There you go. Blech. Alright, let's have... That is such a big skull. Is this just a tusk? A foot. Don't mind the random foot. Got all 1,000 locations generated on my randomizer. Ooh, boy. There you go. Find the Glock and Rock and that dude just chilling. Was it shift? There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. I kind of like, let's see. I don't know how to spell anything with these things, but oh, she's actually gonna start singing. I like this song. I like that because like it's the same blue as what's in the block. I don't know what I'd write with it though. Having an AI slave make the scenes much easier. Well, you know, they're trying to add that. Not AI, even though I think they may have used the buzzword in their trailer, but it's just like, hey, I'm trying to generate it. This style of map, this size, and it'll, you know, yeah, saw the trailer. I showed it off in the video. Nintendo gonna take down my channel for playing this song? Oh. That is not at all what I thought I was pointing out. Alright. What's this one? That's super colorful. Dude, Mario Odyssey was such a weird game. Can you make a moose? Maybe out of rocks or something. Actually, there's no moose. You'd have to make something somehow. Or wait. Alright, so there's cats. There's a cat with a top hat. Alright. Moose. There is no moose. Some weird stuff, though. Oh, I broke it. That is ugly. It's very ugly. Also ugly. There's no back feet. Wait, is that feet or is those tails? I don't know what's going on. Only issue with scaling in the beginning, the travel times right between towns. Darn brains working too hard again. Yep. Is there no 3D modeling, only object placement? Yeah. I thought when I first got my hands on this that you could just upload your own STLs and stuff. And truth be told, there might be a way to get into it. You're not supposed to. Put it that way. It's not an option they're offering. I feel like if you knew what you're doing, you could, but I forgot. I was having the conversation somewhere. I think it was in one of the later comments on the video. Somebody was talking about that, how they'd like to be able to bring in their own assets, and it's like, yeah, me too, but you know, that's kind of an income stream for them where they can make asset packs. And I'd rather them do that than, you know, make money off features. That way everybody gets the features and then you only get the asset packs if you want them. Whereas if they just said, oh, you can upload whatever you want, then they would never make a dime off asset packs. They would make very little. I can understand them closing that off. Doesn't mean I like it, but I can understand. Oh, I forgot my fire. I should probably make those a group. Oh well. I think that's all we're gonna do. I feel like I need a path, but this is something somebody can grab and drop down, so they can make a path to it, I guess. Alright. Maybe some stuns. What does the alt key do? I don't know. Oh, never mind. I know what it does. I kind of want rocks there, but I don't. I just don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Oh, I did want. I think my rotating is backwards from what it is in Dungeon Draft. I keep doing the wrong thing. Good night, Monday, fun day tomorrow. Yeah. Another week tomorrow. Right. What is this? What? Just a whole thing you can put down. Maybe grass smooth. How about that? Where's some of these weird guys? They're growing off the bones. I assume you can just insert a PNG if you need because of what happened your session. Yes! Yeah, that's actually something they updated post-release for free. It was one of the bigger updates. 2D importing. Let's see. 2D assets right there. Yeah, so you could have a picture just floating like that guy did, but one of their devs, he made much better use of it. He brought in a D&D map and then slapped that down on the ground and, you know, scaled it to match the grid and everything. And then he was building the 3D version of that map using that. So I was like, that's pretty cool. There you go, Glock and a rock. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Again, for people's convenience. We will bring this out here. And we will make that a group. Well, I can't find... Oh, I know I can't find it. I had the button in the way. Make that a group. And then we will slide the Glock back in there. I think we went a little far. Right there. Alright. And then that way, should somebody use this silliness, they'll be able to take the Glock out really easily when they need. Glock and a rock. Hey, Squirrel stream. Yeah, what's up, Hachi? Ain't seen you in a while. Been quiet these days in the Discord. Magic item, key item, weapon, treasure, I don't know. Description. Legendary lock and rock. There you go. Ah, dang it. Accidentally. Been getting more hours at work, and then they offered me full time. Nice. I mean, I'm assuming full time was a goal, was it? Usually is. We could make a little spring. Because we can't get the waterfall going the right way. Amazing to do, honestly. Mainly want this program as a map maker, as I have aphantasia, which means I can't imagine things in my mind. Really? So I need to physically see something to know how to... I didn't have aphantasia. Can't imagine things in my mind. So... yeah, actually, yeah, so since you have seen, I assume, the video on this thing, that little bit I was talking about was SolidWorks, the 3D modeling software. Ooh, oh, why am I moving so slow all of a sudden? Oh, I guess when you zoom in. Anyway, I had to teach a lot of people that, you know, tutor and all that good stuff, and a couple times at college and just generally at work, but hey, there's a lot of people I met, they just, usually older machinists, you could hand them a 2D print and they could visualize it perfectly, you know, and understand it. But when you showed them 3D, their minds just went, they just could not process it. They were backwards from me. Like, I struggled to interpret 2D drawings, but 3D was fine. So, that's interesting though, that you can't imagine things in your mind. I know when we're sitting at the table and I don't have a map to look at when we're playing, it's very hard for me to keep up with things, and I tend to imagine things very differently from what's actually being told. I feel like I broke this too. I don't know why this is as far down as my camera will go now all of a sudden. What did I do? I'm like stuck on the second story. How do I go down? Ah! So I guess so. The long days are a bit boring, but it's like, hey man, it's money in the bag. More money is nice. Seeing your review and a few others. There you go. So you're all up to date. Yep. Yeah, I ain't done the SolidWorks thing in a couple of years. I stepped away, man. That industry just burned me out. Okay, I don't know why I have a fart cloud over here either. Okay, why can't I go down lower? Ah! Oh, good lord. You can really zoom out. Alright, well that's how you zoom out. How you zoom in? Yeah, I am stuck on the second level. I am unhappy. Not a great condition for someone who's forever GM. Yeah, I could see how that would be a stinker. I was really hoping, I was wanting to make maps in this and then export them to 2D and like into Foundry and stuff, but that's like a Kickstarter only thing, at least for now, for a while. Bruh, how do I... Alright, I'm just gonna start pushing buttons. Whoop. Well, we don't want that one. Rotating. Oh. Oh. Object properties, animation speed. Well, if I can change the animation speed, why can't I change the animation direction? That didn't do anything. Okay. Just put that back at 1. Ah! Oh, that didn't. Alright, that's not it. And a grid. I know what that button does. Oh, maybe dark. Alright. Well, fellers, I broke it. I broke it. I can't get down. Alright, well, I guess we're building on the second floor. Woo! That's okay. Ain't no reason why we can't. Let's see. The newest TTRPG news I can think of is that the Fragged Empire got their backer fit filled out, which I donated to. No, oh, backer kit. I can read. Which you donated to. Very cool. They made one for D&D Beyond style character manager plus other features. So for Fragged Empire 2nd edition and the other settings they have. I'm mainly happy for a character creator that exports to PDF. Yes, that's pretty cool. And will support exporting to Foundry when it's done. Man, I am struggling to read tonight. What is Fragged Empire? Is that a simple game? Is that a complicated game? With a name like Fragged Empire, I would think it's kind of a modern setting, but doesn't have to be. Alright. Sword. We want fancy swords. Can't hit the right buttons either. Alright, so... Zoop. How about... Alright. Fancy sword. Or a big sword. It's a post-human sci-fi setting in some unknown part of the universe, so they forgot where Earth is. Oh wow, it's been so long, that's pretty cool. But you play as a descendant / creations of humanity, basically. That's neat. You just forget where Earth is. I like that concept. There's something I like, I guess, and I'm sitting here thinking about it, about taking the Earth we know and making it the mysterious, where everything else outside of Earth is normal. And that's probably why I like the Fallout universe so much, because yes, you're still on Earth, but everybody has forgotten what it used to be, and they wondered what it was like before the war and all this stuff, and you have a whole new, civilization there, right? Or new world, new life. See, I feel like this board's a little plain for fancy swords. What is this music? Other than hard on the ears. It's kind of plain. I feel like they need a fancier display. Let's say the rules don't seem too complex. Dice rolls seem pretty straightforward, but there's a lot of actions you can do in combat. I would say it's very tactics RPG in the combat department. And there is ship combat. Ooh. As the PCs work together to create a ship as essentially another character. Ooh, that's neat. That reminds me, the Nimble 5e guy is making a second edition that is its own system that will be compatible with 5e and making class based off of 5e class. 4e class, that's not 5e. How do you make a system that's compatible with another system? How does that work? Is that not just a mod for said system? And why would you mix two systems that were their own thing? Unless they weren't their own thing. Anyway, fancy board, display. Well, those are displays. Have you checked out Runehammer's new Crown and Skull? So, Nick, JJ, I think is his name, JJ, over in our Discord. He ran a game of Crown and Skull. I went and played it with him. Venture Manager was there too. Other than that, it was 3 people from his group, his crowd. It was pretty fun. Very straightforward, very narrative driven. But the character creation doesn't have to, it can get super complex. Like, you can get super into it, into the nitty gritty, like make your own custom weapons and items and stuff and mix and match all these weird abilities. I like that. I like how it's as in depth as you want it to be. I just picked a generic pre-filled kind of thing, randomized. It's like, yep, that's what I'll do. Music is tripping. It was all nice, relaxed music, and then it wasn't. Wow. A little large. I know. Ooh, trippy. I should probably make a video about it, truth be told. I just feel like I need to play the game a couple times and run it before I talk about it, but I guess, you know, it's a good video of like, hey, here's what it was like as a player. Oh my, look at that. That's so trippy. Hey, there's the floor I got. See, you could do something like that. And then maybe frame it? I don't know. Concrete. I'll DM you an intro to Fragged Empire and drop it in the Discord as well. That one guy that does a lot of Lancer vids decided to cover. Ooh. So is Lancer... I'm brain farting. Is Lancer the more complex mobile suit kind of game, mechs, and Apocalypse Frame's the simpler one, right? Where you just use a handful of D6s because it might be based off the Apocalypse system. Because me and Steph and Parker were looking at Lancer, and Apocalypse frame, and I remember one being infinitely simpler than the other one, and we never ended up running either one. You would say so? You don't remember how complex Lancer is? Okay. I just remember one being more dense, whereas one looked like, oh yeah, this looked like it'd be easy to pick up, but I don't remember reading anything about the Apocalypse system. I'm just guessing that that's what it used due to the name and the fact it was D6s. Group of friends who love Lancer but never tried it, so the End of Planar Crossroads. He's in our Discord. I join his little chat he has once a month. He records 4 episodes at once, so we do all 4 of them in one go every month. And we did mechs and whatnot a while back, and there was one, I think it was a Filipino game. But like the mechs were based off spirits or controlled by them or something. It sounded super cool story-wise. I have no idea how it actually played. Tell you what, let me pause this real quick. I might be able to go find that. The End of Planar Crossroads. Yeah, it sounded super cool. How far back was Mechs? Marvelous Mighty Mech. Hey, right there. Alright, so where was the first episode about Mechs? March of Mechs. I think he has it in his description. Sagas, Battletech, Lancer, Apocalypse Frame, the Mecha Hack, Beam Saber, Maharlika. I think that was it. Actually, let me just pop this open. I'll recognize it. Yeah! It's got a cool, Here, let me just drop the link right here. There you go. It sounded neat. No idea how it actually plays. Might be terrible, but it sounded cool. All right. Yeah, that part looked cool too. I guess I can. Man, I'm not supposed to be having singing music. It's just supposed to be tunes. Now this would look nicer if I could. Yeah, use that. Just cut off the legs somehow. Really wish they had a trim feature. Or slice. I can understand why they don't. But I wish they did. Wooden sign. Yeah, it's just an old board. Splatter. I came up with something. Brain farting. Oh, that's cool. Make a little. Oh, dude, that's super cool. Not what I need, but that's super cool. And the Egyptian stuff. What a cool either. I don't know why you'd have to have a system based off Egyptian stuff, but an Egyptian setting would be pretty cool. And I think Tricube Tales dropped a one-page setting that was Egyptian too long ago. Dude, Tricube Tales is so underrated. Like, it's such a simple little game. You could just grab and go, and it works. Just 3d6. That's all you need. You can play the entire game. All this. It's one of those things, it's like it's so genius because it's so simple, and it works. Even the solo stuff. It's so neat. I love things like that. Well, that ain't creepy at all. Whoa. Oh, hey, there was a hand. How come I didn't get a hand? Oh, I looked for arm. Oh. Could you, have it, like, coming out of the water? Ah, let's flip that around the other way. Doesn't quite look like it's grabbing it, but you get the idea. That's funny. Not strictly Egyptian, but Jackals is like a sword and sorcery version of the Mediterranean Middle East, minus the European side. There are Greek-esque settlers, though. Bronze Age sword and sorcery setting. Nice. I tell you what would be another fun setting. There's actually a couple of them I was thinking of, and I forgot. Because I was thinking about what it was just the other day. I was like, man, that'd be dope. But one I feel like I brought up a long while back in the Discord was Grounded, the video game. You know, where you're shrunk down, super small. Basically, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and you're in the backyard. That'd be a super fun tabletop setting. Kind of like Mouse Ritter, but you'd be even smaller. Man, what was that? What was that other one I was thinking of that'd be a really fun setting? Maybe we were talking about Kesher Knight Legends. That'd make a good TTRPG setting. Oh, there is one for Grounded. Or one like it. Oh, here's what I did. I think I used this. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. There's something in there. Yeah. I can never hit this red one. That's cool. My scrunched counter hanging on the wall. You saw it recently, but I have to look it up. It'd be a great setting, I feel like. There's household, which is face stuff, but indoors. I swear I saw a TTRPG that was like grounded, but maybe also Fae themed for the players. So another game, grounded style video game, dropped. I think it's called Small World. And I swear it had like a long ways to go. It was still in early access, and then it dropped just 1.0 recently out of nowhere. I heard it didn't do so good. It was unfortunate. It looked cool because it looked more intense and serious than Grounded. Not that Grounded wasn't fun. Grounded was super fun, but it was just taking it at a different angle. Like you were riding grasshoppers and fighting scorpions and stuff. Is a little more dangerous. It was neat though. I feel like that's kind of blurry. That is a good way. I don't know why, it just amuses me squishing the counter like that. But I mean, shoot, it works. That one's got some handles sticking out, but where did I get to? If I squish a table, okay, the legs go bye-bye. The boards do become a bit thin, but if they're on the wall, that's not too bad. Looking in a drive-thru reminded me of Shadow of the Weird Wizard is out in sort of an early access way. It's like you can buy it now and the PDF is being updated. Yeah, so, you know, I've told you guys this plenty of times before. Like, I'm the noob in TTRPG land, right? So, how does early access even work with the TTRPG? Like, when I did that Dim Day Red thing, the video I made, he sent me, like, the big Kickstarter bundle version of it. But when he sent it, he's like, hey, this is already out of date, so if you want to play the game, go grab the PDF, which is up to date. So, like, is that just how things work? Yeah, I mean, I can understand updating the download, like, that's easy, but people who buy the books, like, do they get mad? Ah, my book's not up to date. Yeah. Granted, most of his package deal thing was like the comic books and all the fun art and cards and stuff. That part was fine. It was just the rule book part was getting little tweaks and changes. The Dim Day Red is pretty friggin' awesome, man. Like, it's... I want to play it. Yeah, the physical thing, I don't think Weird Wizard is in print, at least. Yeah, you know, I got a TTRPG I'm working on, right? It's just been a little fun project, but it's like, if I ever put it out there, it's like, sure, it'd be cool to have a book. I mean, I ain't trying to brag, but I've already gone through that experience once, and it was not great. You know, trying to get your book ready to publish and make sure everything's right, you know, because when it's out there, and people buy it, and it's like, if you catch an error later, it's like, crap, you know, I can't. Yeah, I can go update the ebook, fine, but the people who bought your book, and it's like, well, I'm not going to sit here and cut it out of my own hide and give everybody an updated copy. But from Schwalbe Entertainment, though, Shadow of the Demon Lord, people, this is their like non-dark fantasy / horror setting for D&D players, I guess. Oh, that's... I guess you could use it. Like cardboard. Ooh. Can I have an idea? It's great when you see a torture shackle and you're like, ooh, I got an idea. Yeah. I mean, maybe not for that one, but there was a time I was looking for little brackets or something to make it look like something was actually mounted to the wall. You have a bunch of spears, obviously laying horizontally. They could go through that. That works pretty good. I have to remember that. Shackles. Torture gear, not shackle. Okay, because I feel like I did look for a shackle one time. Interesting. Okay. A lot of people tout Demon Lord as one of the best 5e alternatives, so they made this for the Squeamish. Though it's also a refinement of the system from Demon Lord, so it should be quite good. So do people think 5e's too grim and dark? I feel like Dungeons and Dragons tries to be dark and gritty and maybe not gory, but like dark. We'll just stick with dark. And it just comes off as freaking comical to me. But that might just be me poo-pooing on it. Demon Lord is very dark and grim, I should say. Okay. And a Warhammer. Okay. Warhammer, man. I got mixed feelings about Warhammer. Like, sometimes it's cool, and sometimes it's like, man, this is so dumb. Boy, I played the heck out of Vermintide too, man. Holy crap, I sunk some hours into that, and I did it very quickly too. It was fun, until the Winds of Magic update came out and then ruined the whole thing. There's that thing. I looked for this thing after seeing it in the game we played. I looked for that for so long. Suitcase. Well, son of a gun. I was looking for chest. I thought maybe he had made it and like combined some stuff and put it together. I was looking for wardrobes and I didn't see the stuff up here. Because he might have had something on it covering that. Some butters. You hear me? Ooh, that's a nice axe. A cannon. Nothing like a good cannon. Solve all your problems. Like Warhammer, a few other things put together, but the tone isn't as tongue-in-cheek as Warhammer. It might be a bit darker overall. I'm not a big fan of like things that are dark, especially when they're dark just to be dark and edgy. It's like, okay, you know, I don't really need that in my life. Some of the jobs I've had to deal with, it's like, just, maybe something a little more fun. But it's like EZD6. The art style, it's so good. It's that, on one hand, it's dark, but the way it's drawn, it's not. Hard to explain. It knows what it is, and it's great. Setting's very good, but I get what you mean, yeah. I mean, I'm fine with like a dreary kind of dark. Like, I was like, oh, it's the end of the world, things are hopeless, blah. Like Dim Day Red. Like, that is a very you're trying to find the light in the darkness, kind of a dark setting. But I don't like dark in the sense of gory dark. Everybody's a jerk. Everybody's evil. What's a good example? Kind of what Baldur's Gate 3 tried to be, where everybody had this... Everybody was a jerk in Baldur's Gate 3, right? They went that route, where everybody was just a bad person. It's like that gets very tiresome. But then the world setting being dark, which Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't. Which is everything's grim for grim's sake. You get it 100%? Well, good, because I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But see, like Hamster Man, Lord of Hamsters ran what you would probably call a dark game. It was spooky, and it was a little gory, but it was a lot of fun because it wasn't over the top or edgy. It was like, hey, we're going into this very creepy kind of haunted mansion kind of thing, and, you know, we knew we were getting spooked, so... There was a couple grim things here and there, but it was like just the right amount. So I was like, you can do it and it'd be good, but some people just get carried away. And it overstays its welcome. It's just a magazine. There you go. I am looking through every single asset here. Cheeseburger. Nope, just a burger. No cheese. Alright. Oops. I broke it. Where's my chat? There's my chat. Hey, that's one thing Glee always gets on to me about, like, all the stories I write. They don't have sad and bad endings, but they don't have happy endings. They have those bittersweet ones. Like, I love killing the main character. I love that. It's that snap back to reality. Hey, people die, you know. I would say the darkest parts of the setting are things players will probably never deal with directly, like the setting's hell. Whoa. I think we have worn this out. Well, that's not a bad little display. Really need something else around it. Actually, it's 9:40. I should probably call it. Especially since I'm stuck on the second floor and can't get back up. And why are all of these swords out here? These are like all the swords that were in my barrel. Why are they all separated? What happened? I got a field of swords. Pointy. Some dark stuff with some of the races Jotun of the South being raided in a human emperor's revenge for his stupid son dying. That waterfall aggravates me. Darn backwards flowing waterfall. But that does remind me what I was gonna try. Yeah, that's what the waterfall I downloaded did. That kind of looks like a waterfall. What if we... Aha! That's so weird. It's so weird, man. So weird. Huh. And I guess we could try this fella right here. They captured the Jotun, turned them into orcs. Whoa, what is a slave fighting force? So orcs have Jotun heritage, but their culture is warped compared to the still normal Jotun. They are more brutal in the worship of the southern gods, etc. The jumping off point for the players is that the orcs have taken the human capital in a revolt, killing the emperor. Ooh. So, have you seen Break at all? They title it with 2 exclamation points. It's very... The book, the manual is incredible. Like, there's so much information. It's not a complicated game, but there's just so much information on each page, and each page is just this master designed infographic. It's really cool. It's anime stylish and the art and stuff. Krieg, may have seen him in the chat some. He was a player in my campaign for each of them, so we've been playing together for a while. He ran like a mini adventure for us. It took about 4 or 5 weeks, or 4 or 5 sessions to do. It was really cool. It was pretty fun. Got some really interesting mechanics to it. When I said double exclamation, you figured it'd be manga. Yeah. Blame! That's funny. Yeah, but it is. The art book, I keep calling it the art book because like it seems like an art book, but the manual, it's very cool how they did it. Just, like I said, each page is just plastered with it, and it's so easy to consume and digest. And it's like, I was just kind of flipping through it and then realized it's like, wait a minute. I'm actually retaining all of this, and it's not a whole lot. It's just, there's so many like options and stuff for your building your race and class and all that. It's fun. I really liked how the health worked. You had X number of hearts, right? Some people had 3, some people had 4, but the hearts, you know, things would do 1 or 2 hearts, and the hearts would refill after every combat. Like it's basically like a shield in a first-person shooter, right? And if you ran out of hearts and then took more damage before the fight was over, you got wounded, and different wounds would do different things. Now that could snowball on you. And you know, as you took more wounds, you got worse wounds. That is neat. I was a battle princess. It was a dwarf. Big manly man dwarf battle princess. Much sense as that makes. Do I need to... Alright, well that's flowing down. Very slowly. You know, it's down. I guess you could just do this, couldn't you? Maybe not. I need water on top up here. This is my problem. I kind of like the rocks just barely coming out right there. That's kind of cool. Okay, yeah. So let's do this. Let's de-squisherize you. Actually, let me just... Wow. We got some choppy water out there. I guess we could do this. Alright, we're gonna have to work on that. We got the idea though. We can put some rocks right there to hide that line. Some little fog where it's splashing. Let's see. Looks nice. I love it when a game has a captivating setting. I may never play Demon Lord, but the setting is captivating. I bought a lot of the small additional books just for the lore. That's cool. There's a lot of player races, and not all of them are accepted by civilized people. Like orcs would be discriminated, but a supplement gives you playable. Ooh, playable vampires. Level Jotuns, centaurs, other less normal species. That is pretty cool. Alright. I think I'm going to stop Rooney there. Glock on a rock was definitely our best creation for the night. We got a barrel of swords. Sword and stone. Whatever's going on up here. It's sort of a waterfall. Alright. Well, Hachi, and whoever else is lurking around, I guess thanks for coming by, and we're going to wrap it up. Excuse me. Should be a video dropping this Thursday. If I get off my butt and start editing it. I was working on it earlier. It's going to be about character introductions. That's right. Be looking forward to that. And I will see y'all probably Thursday. I don't know if I'll squeeze in another stream. Kind of hard to do, especially when I'm behind on video making. Anyway, see y'all later. Bye.